Hey guys, we'll be starting shortly, another 5 minutes, and we'll let you all into the room.
Duncan, can you hear me? Testing, testing.
I can hear you, Kel.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. Okay,
Yep.
good. So Duncan was telling me that,
Ooh, are you still there? You were saying Duncan was telling me that, and that's all I heard.
I think you hit the mute button. It looks like you're on mute, Kelly.
That's Molly. She's
hi,
with me.
Molly.
Hello.
Hi, sweetie. Good to see you. So I'm trying to do my virtual background because, as you can see, I'm in bed. I have,
Good for you. Uh, yeah,
I,
good for you.
yeah. So I was going to do a virtual background, but it always wants to charge me. But Duncan told me if I use his link, he's texting me now. Let me see what he says.
It charged like financially charges you or
Yeah, it literally says select a subscription cycle annually, 159 bucks.
for Zoom to
No,
use it?
that's not right at all. You go into your video and it says, do you want a background? It's in everybody's thing.
Okay, let
Um,
me look. Let me look.
all
Yeah,
right,
I'm
let's
s- I'm
let's this
still
this should have been done before the meeting.
I know. I know.
Okay, so
Hey,
let's
Duncan,
keep it on
give
track.
her a give her a break. She's in bed
Done
right
this
now.
for
I'm
like
I'm
15
in
years at
bed.
this point.
Exactly.
Only
Exactly.
15 years and you're
I
still figuring
know.
out Zoom.
No, we've
And
only
that's
been doing Zoom for about what, 5 years now.
no, but actually one of the things I in my prepared speech to get started, I actually talk about what they first told me to do when I first got started teaching. Told me just make content. You know who told me that?
Me.
Yep, you did. Yes, you did. So, and it
All
worked.
right.
It's
Anyway,
paying
I'm
off in
looking for
spades.
Sarah so we can start. Where's Sarah?
Okay.
Yeah, let me just check to make sure my back looks good. There we go. That's me. All right, cool. Let's step back a little bit. So, oh, that's good. Turn that one
Okay,
up.
so we don't have Sarah on board to officially kick off yet, correct?
Yeah, now her birthday was 2 days ago. That's the last I
Well, I know
spoke with
she's not
her.
hungover from that,
She's
so
still
Yeah.
recovering.
Yeah, yeah, she's not a party animal, that Sarah Ibrahim.
all right. What time are we at now? 1 minute to go.
One
So
minute to go.
can you please text her?
Yep. Let me
Yeah,
do that
figure
right
out your
now.
background later and just text Sarah so we can
Okay.
get the meeting started.
Okay. Um, doing that now. Hey, Miss Sarah, we are doing the meeting.
Okay, I'm gonna let everybody in that's there now. All right, so I'll just have to wing it.
Okay, Duncan, will you give me permission as well?
You already have permission.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody's joining.
And Molly, we're all
Yes.
we're all good with the links, right, Molly?
Yep, the link's all
And
set.
Molly, could you at the end put the links in the chat? I don't have it right handy off me.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank
Why don't you
you.
why don't you send it to Duncan privately too?
Or yeah, or Kelly, either way.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
send it to
All
both of
right,
you.
everyone. Thank you for joining the Boston Real Estate Investors Meeting. It is a monthly meeting. It is 7 o'clock and we start on time. We do respect your time and we promise you some great things. So I'm going to kick off to our meeting and our presenter has just logged on board. So I'm going to stop my share and let Sarah come on board. And I think she has the presentation. Hi, Sarah, are you there?
Yes, Duncan.
All
Very
right.
nice to see you. Yes, I do
Okay.
Birthday
have the
girl.
presentation.
All right. So Sarah is on time. We can catch up that. I just want to say happy birthday, first of all, to
Oh,
Sarah.
thank you.
And being right on the dot for time. So I've already said welcome to everybody. Sarah's got the share for her screen going up. This is the August meeting, and we have some great things in store tonight. Your mind actually will be totally blown away from what our educator is going to be talking to tonight about artificial intelligence and AI. So he will start promptly at 7:30. If not sooner, and we do our first part of the meeting. So, Sarah, I'm going to hand it over to you right now.
Sounds good. Thank you. Here. All right. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right. Okay. I think you went this part. You went to the second slide as well. Did you go to the second slide? First and second? Oh, I think you're muted. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Boston REIA. Boston REIA is your pathways to success. Quick liability disclosure. Miss Kelly, would you like to read this? I think you're muted. Let me just unmute you very quick. Okay, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Okay, of course, we have to read these sorts of things. Liability disclosure. Boston REIA assumes no liability or responsibility for the outcome of any real estate transaction, decision, or other action that any Boston REIA member or visitor enter into as the result of attending any meeting, listening to any guest speaker, or talking to any Boston REIA member, guest, visitor, or persons.
Boston REIA, we're the most active real estate investing community in New England. We are number one in deal flow, in networking, in education, and we are number one in investor resource. So we have the largest trade association with real estate investors in all USA. So really, Duncan and Kelly makes it as a one-stop shop for either you're a new or a seasoned investor. They make it a one-stop shop for you, whether it's a Home Depot, Real Protect, Office Depot, Equity Trust, Trend Perfect, and we have a lot more. I think I have one of the slides have just more of the vendors that we work with combined in one slide. Not just that, but they really truly makes it a one-stop shop. We also have local business partners, hard money lenders to fund your deals. Everybody needs money, whether you're a seasoned investor or a new investor. I'm looking at like 7 different hard money lenders here that are willing to lend you the money you need for your success. So fantastic resources. I personally have worked with some of them in the past. Wonderful experience. I would absolutely recommend it, highly recommend it. In fact, we have one of them, which is the orange link, Quick Turn Money. They are willing to provide you with a free proof of fund up to $500,000 without checking your credit or your income or anything. You just give them a call. I have a deal. I need a proof of fund. They give you $500,000. And if you actually, while we're at it here, if you would like to become a preferred vendor, contact Duncan. He's going to get you squared away. And it's a fantastic opportunity for you as well, because we have many advertising opportunities to over 5,000 people in our database. So you're going to have fantastic exposure. I would highly advise you to contact Duncan. So as you can see here, this was the slide I was talking about. We have like other vendors, Got Junk. We have like a system, Citrix Podio. We have system Build Design, All Build Zoom. All those are different services to help you have like a good system in place that you can help you like save time and money as well, and you can just start on the right foot basically. If you're serious about your real estate investing, let us help you make money. join Boston REIA tonight. Miska, do you want to take this?
Sure thing, Miss Sarah. Let me just get my readers back on.
Okay.
I'm at that age. All right, everybody. Well, we've changed it up a lot, and we're offering you the very best we've ever been able to offer. So right now we have the Elite Builder membership for $120 a year, and you truly get unbeatable value. You get the Home Depot Pro Express access, monthly investor hacks webinars, access to the Elite Investor Network, 50% off Boston REIA educational resources, which you can use at any time, semi-annual invest and win contest. And along with that, the Elite Builder membership gives you all the tools and support you need to grow your portfolio, all for one low yearly fee. It's just $120.
It's a fantastic deal, right? If
It
you're
is.
starting and
It is.
you don't want to, like, you don't have a lot to invest, you just invest a little bit, grow, and then reinvesting in
Yes.
your business, and then take it to the next level, so on and so forth.
Exactly. So then you might decide you want to go on to the Ultimate Builder membership, or you can start there if you're already a seasoned investor. And that, along with everything I just read to you, you also get the quarterly one-on-one coaching, the VIP access to the masterclass, premium tools and advanced resources, property networking, property entry for semi-annual invest and win contests. And I recommend, Duncan, could we scroll back for everybody to take a picture of both of
Yes.
these? Yeah. Or Sarah, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody who's on already, go ahead and take a picture of this because these are our new prices. Okay. And
Ready to switch to the second, to the
yes,
next.
yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Yeah, that I'm not going to read it all to all of you. Screenshotting is better. That way you can read it during the meeting. You can reach out to me. Feel free. I'll put my number in the chat, and of course you can also reach out to me after the meeting. And I stay up late, so feel free.
Definitely, strong value either packages, really. I mean, this one, it offers, I mean, for $320 a year, you get a one-on-one coaching. You get like someone holding your hand, like, through a mentor, and then you have also a software, a daily valuation software that will also, help you, and a flow and a cash flow calculators. All these are the right tools to save you time, and then you can just simply, with like a couple clicks, you're like, okay, this is a deal or no deal, and then you can just move quickly that way. The partnership, the private partnership, the networking, and this is a fantastic deal. And the best of all, either one of them is a tax write-off, so it's just a no-brainer. All right, and signing up is very easy and very simple. You just go to boston-rea.com/join-today. And that's it. Very easy.
Or text me. Multiple options.
Yes.
And it doesn't take long at all. It's just a few seconds, everybody. And then we've got some faces like Barry Rabinowitz, who's been a member with us for a really long time. And that speaks volumes because he's still coming back for more education. Hi, Barry. Good to see you. Okay. This is one of the highlights of our meeting. I always love the market update. I really do. I really do. And Sarah knows it. So Miss Sarah, she really is our investor friendly realtor. And she has her certification. She's qualified in more than one state, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. And are you working on a third, Sarah? I'm trying to remember.
I am. In New
Yeah,
Jersey.
New
Not yet,
Jersey.
not yet.
That's
I
right.
finished the classes and all that, but I've been like holding off on
Excellent.
the test. So
That's a lot already, New Hampshire and Massachusetts. That's a ton. So please do reach out to her because she's a great resource for all of you. She really knows her stuff and she's been with us for over a decade. So she's golden and we adore her. Birthday girl.
thank you, Miss Kelly. Definitely, I'd be happy to assist anyone having an investor-friendly realtor know exactly what you're looking for in terms of numbers, in terms of offers, and how to make the offer creative and appealing to the seller. Meanwhile, you are also like getting what you want because as an investor, you're looking to make a profit. So I have met many agents that they wouldn't know how to like work with investors. So
I'm sorry, Miss Sarah. Just in chat, Barry was asking if we could scroll back real quick to the investors, vendors page, real quick.
oh, vendors. Yes, absolutely. This one.
Yes.
Oh, vendors page. This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He wants to take a photo of all the vendors real quick.
Okay. So those are the hard money lenders, and those are the other lenders. Which one? Let me just look.
Kelly, can we take a photo of all the vendors that were on the previous page? Vendors.
So this one.
I think. Yeah, he's nodding. Yep.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry, I can't see.
Oh, it's okay, sweetie. You do that part. I'm looking at the chat.
Sounds good. So I always like to look and so this is average weekly data provided by Freddie Mac Primary Mortgage Market Survey. So every week they provide us with the data on the average rate, what is the change from last week. So this week it went down, which is fantastic. So it went about just 0.09% from last week. That's fantastic news to buyers. Mortgage rate continued to decrease. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage dropped to its lowest level since April. The decline in rates increases prospective buyers' purchasing power, and Freddie Mac research shows that buyers can save thousands by getting quotes from a few different lenders. Always do your due diligence. That's what I tell my buyers, and the lenders you feel happy with is the one you stick with. On the other hand, this is a daily market update. I mostly just think of it like a sample, mostly of the counties that I focus on working at, which is Middlesex, Essex, and Suffolk counties. As of today, the interest rates as well were this at 6.63% for 30-year fixed rate. The available homes approaching 5,000 today, which is about 25% higher than they were last year. Average days on the market, they seem to be almost similar. So in other words, this data, so let me just continue. The contingent and other agreement, they are staying at just under 700, even from a couple months ago. The price changes, I want to say, even though they are still like really, really low, comparing to the available properties and the contingent and under agreement, I can say they almost doubled from a couple months ago. Back on market, they are still the same, about 33 homes that they went back on the market today. So what's happening right now when I represent the buyers, I do see we do have options. Not like before there is no options, and also homes go quickly. So yes, there are homes that they do go quickly, but I want to say we're not seeing even 6, 7 offers. The homes that are priced right and marketed right, and they can get like 2, 3 offers, 4 offers at most. So the good news for the buyers is that there are activities, there are more homes, we're able to negotiate. I don't have to leave a lot to be competitive, like an inspection or put money towards appraisal, or any of that to make the offer appealing. So buyers do have options. We're able to go in and negotiate with the seller, get all of everything, like really our inspection, just regular. So yeah. And now it's our networking, but virtual networking time of the meeting. If you have haves, wants, or needs, you need to enter it in the chat box. So it's very easy. This way, the other person can reach you easily. The only two rules, two very simple rules to participate is you need to be very specific in what you're looking for, and you need to put your contact information so the person that have what you're looking for can reach you. So use the chat box, be specific, and include your contact information. I can go first. I am a real estate agent licensed in Mass and New Hampshire. Always looking for buyers and sellers. And I'm a real estate investor friendly realtor. And I will get okay, I will put my information after so I don't have to exit the sharing. Or I think will be better if you can just unmute yourself and speak directly to everyone in the room. If you have upcoming projects, looking to get money, looking for, end buyer, you might be a wholesaler looking for an end buyer, or looking for a business partner to go JV on a project. Am I missing anything? Someone have something in the chat?
It looks like Haley is,
Okay.
she had said HJZ Construction, and she included her email address and said a GC in Boston area wants to build more ADUs within 45 minutes of the city. And looks like we've got another message as well. Oh, also open to partnering on developments. So anybody interested in that definitely should connect with Haley.
Mhm.
Absolutely, our pleasure.
All right, it looks like there's no one else who has anything to share, so let's move on to the next part of the meeting. We're a little bit early, but I'm sure Charlie won't mind a bit.
Yes, this is the part that have been waiting for with Charlie. I'm sure most people have been here and definitely know who is Charles. But if you don't know who is Charles, let me just give you a very, very little uh, info about him.
Hey, Sarah, you don't have to go light. Go heavy if you want. I mean, rave over me. Go ahead, rave over me.
If I do, the meeting will not be enough. It's not gonna be enough time if I rave. So I will just give them a little bit.
Okay, that.
Charles Dobbins is a multifamily investor, a practicing attorney in Massachusetts, and a mentor to multifamily investors all around the country. Charles is a principal at Dobbins Law and founder of the Multifamily Investing Academy. Charles works with students in his coaching programs to train them in the correct way to acquire, operate, and own multifamily property using his multifamily OS system. His legal and consulting practice has one specialty: helping new investors overcome any lack of confidence in moving toward their financial objective of owning and operating apartments. Charles is uniquely qualified to walk investors confidently through the entire process, analyzing property, negotiating contracts, organizing funding, as well as transitioning to ownership. So it's like a one-stop shop. Uh, he's your attorney, or like he always say, I am an attorney, but I'm not your attorney. So, but he can walk you through everything, and this will get you to where you want to be faster. Saving time is priceless in my own book.
Great. Well, Sarah, I'm going to share my screen right here, and I want to
Go ahead.
thank you so much for that great introduction. So good to see you again. It's been years. I know when you said 10 years, I'm like, holy cow, it might have been that kind of long since we last met and got together at
Yeah.
the Boston REIA Club. I appreciate the introduction. Uh,
Yes.
Thank you so much, Duncan. Thank you, Kelly. I'll make sure that stay right on point the whole time because I know Kelly's got to get to bed because she's got to, that's how that's how she works. Works best.
It's the most comfortable spot in the house.
Exactly. Thank you. All right. So, folks, I want to welcome you to our exclusive webinar on smarter deals faster and why AI is changing multifamily investing. And it is so amazing to me that I am here with Duncan Weirman, teaching him about computer systems. What is going on in this world? This is crazy. I mean, when I started working with Duncan probably 15 or 20 years ago, he was the computer expert. Now here I am with my own AI program designed just for my students and multifamily investors. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Charles Dobbins. As we mentioned, I'm a real estate attorney. I'm an investor. I'm a founder of the Multifamily Investing Academy. I'm a creator of the Multifamily OS program for multifamily investors. And I'm the guy whose team has created this new program, CharlieChat, that gives multifamily investors like people here on the call a very serious edge over your competition. And let me just start by saying that one of the things I've found in real estate, and especially in real estate clubs, is people start out with single family homes and they all want to move to multifamily. So this product, this program, this service that I'm going to share with you tonight is perfect for you because I have in this program every multifamily property in the country, including duplexes, triplexes, quads, are all in this CharlieChat program. So what I'm about to share with you is something that I have dreamt about all of my investing career. And this is just not another shiny object. This CharlieChat is truly the tool that we've all been waiting for. It's your AI powered sidekick. It's built to help you find better deals faster. It helps you underwrite smarter, and it helps you market your business like a pro and automate all aspects of your investing life, all using the power of machine learning, otherwise known of as AI. So tonight, I'm going to pull back the curtain and I'm going to show you exactly how it works and why it's different than anything you've ever seen before, and why I consider it the greatest tool I have ever seen in all of my investing career. And I'm going to show you how it can completely change the way you do business. So I know that sounds like a lot of hyperbole, but just give me the next 50 or so minutes and I am positive you will be clamoring for access to what I'm about to share. So let's dive in and take your multifamily game to the next level. Now, the first thing I want you to do is look at my screen and familiarize yourself with CharlieChat, the home screen. All right, now all access to every aspect of this program can be found at the top of each page. We'll be going through each one of these buttons during this presentation, so I'm not going to be speaking of them right now at this time. But as you can see, the home, the properties, my properties, property analyzer, the pricing, all of this information. Now, on the left-hand side of the screen is one of the best features of CharlieChat, and that is the property search. Just so you know, as I mentioned before, every multifamily property in the country is at your fingertips in CharlieChat, and you will have access to all of them. And one of the cool things is we have uploaded into CharlieChat every single property. And the problem is that some assessing offices or some of our sources record things differently. And if you type in a particular property and it doesn't pop up and you're thinking, hey, wait a minute, Charlie said everything is in here. It could be that you're just coding it the wrong way because the assessing office didn't do it right. And what we have here is this blue button. And if ever you get stuck, Just click the blue button, tell us what the problem is, and we'll get the solution for you. And let me just give you an example of what I mean by that. One of the cool things is you can do a sort by the number of units. Let's say you wanted to find all the multifamily properties in your marketplace between 10 and 50 units, and you put it in there and you hit search and it comes back with 0. Well, you think, wait a minute, I can't believe there's a market in the country that doesn't have any 10-unit properties all the way up to 50. There isn't a market like that. They all have it. But there are some assessors' offices that don't put in the number of units and they list them all as 0. So, of course, in that market, if that's your market, you're never going to find it. Click the blue button. We're here to help you. So one of the things I want to show you, and it's really pretty cool, is if you come up here to the top right and click on account, when you log in for the first time, I want you to go, oh, did I do it right? Hold on, let me go back. I got to find that again. It's going to ask me to log in. I must have timed out. Waiting for people. Let me just jump back in here. Give me a moment. All you have to do is put in your code and it comes up. We send you an email. This way we keep it safe and secure every time. I grab my number. There's my number. Let me see. Boom. All right, so here I'm back. Up here in the top right corner is the account button. If I click on profile, I can put in all the information about myself, my phone number, my email address, and then I can also upload my company's logo. And then I click Save Profile. And you might be thinking to yourself, okay, what does that do for me? Wait, just wait until you see what this whole thing does. That's why I want you first, as soon as you log in, as soon as you get signed up, I want you to go fill out the account form and put all the information about yourself right there. You'll see in just a moment how that's going to benefit you. Okay, now, once we've done that, and this is a little inside baseball, there are several levels of CharlieChat. The one that we're talking about right now is called a CharlieChat Pro. And when you sign up for CharlieChat Pro tonight, and everybody should be signing up, it's free. You're going to sign up for CharlieChat Pro. You're going to get access to the system. And what we do is once a week, because we watch the type of properties you search for, once a week, we are going to find and identify 3 properties and push them out to you. So when you log in once a week or so, we're going to show you, hey, in your market, we just found these properties that look like something you might be interested in, and we'll show you how to analyze them. That's automatic. We do that for our every single one that's in our CharlieChat Pro program. It's all about machine learning. The more you use it, the smarter it gets, and the better we are able to identify properties that meet your criteria. So the other really cool thing is that once you get through the trial period, it's a 7-day free trial. Once you get through that period, there's a buy box in the account section. You're going to go into the account and you're going to tell us what your markets are. And you're going to tell us what type of properties do you want to see in those 5 markets. And then every week we search those properties and we find deals that meet your criteria. If you're just looking for motivated sellers in a particular market, we can find them for you. So that's one of the beautiful things about this AI feature. All right. So, guys, this is, as you heard me saying, I've been working with Duncan for 15 years. We never had anything like this before in our lives. Have you ever heard anything like this? You might be thinking to yourself, so you send me a few property leads. What am I supposed to do with them? Oh, that's where this gets really good. So just stick around. I'm going to show you what CharlieChat does for you. So we could find those properties for you and you could look at them, but then we can actually send letters to the owner. We can email the owner. We can go out and do an analysis on that property all through CharlieChat. And you just sit back and watch. How cool is that? So once you're done, you click on the account setup and that logs you in. That gets a whole bunch of information that we need. Then what also CharlieChat has is this Ask Me Anything feature. you can go ahead and type into it anything that you want. You can come up with your own prompts. You can say things like, uh, write a direct mail letter for me to absentee landlords in my marketplace, telling them what a great multifamily investor I am. And CharlieChat will write the letter for you. And then, or you can ask it to, create an elevator speech that you can put on all marketing, all social media marketing sites for potential multifamily owners. And it will do it for you. It does everything. It is so cool. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to give you an example of exactly how it works. I'm going to type in probably something we should probably start with today, and just make sure that that we're staying on track here. You can even ask it. And the thing about what AI is, the more you ask it, the better it gets. If you ask it to write you an elevator speech and you don't like the elevator speech, well, just tell them what you don't like about it, and it will change you and come up with a new elevator speech. If you don't like it and you want it to sound like you're a New Jersey longshoreman, with the boys, say, put it in that type of voice, and it will spit out a new elevator speech for you. The thing is absolutely amazing. And we are always giving you great ideas for prompts. As a matter of fact, every Friday, what we do is we have a contest where all the members of CharlieChat, they can send us their best prompts that they use this particular week, and we evaluate them and we pick the winner on Monday night. Monday night, we all have a group coaching call together, a Monday night call. We choose the winner of the best prompt, and you get 250 more property credits put into your account. As you can see, I'm going to tell you what property credits are, but look down the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. As you can see, I have 1,045 property credits in my account right now. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. But this keeps everybody active and involved in the process. And that's the best thing, because we get together, all the members of CharlieChat Pro meet once a week, Monday night, 7 to 8 p.m., 1 hour. You get live group coaching with me. So let's test it out. I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Let's say, for instance, I want to identify the top 5 secondary markets in the United States that I could start my multifamily real estate investing business in. And I want to focus on those markets that have a high percentage of motivated sellers and absentee landlords, and see what I come back with. So what I do is I create a prompt here in this box. I've already typed it out. It's a lot easier for me to do it that way. Let me just tell you what it says. What I just asked CharlieChat is, what are the top 5 secondary markets in the United States to start a multifamily real estate investing business? And I would like it to have a high percentage of motivated sellers and absentee landlords. I click this button and watch. Charlie is vibing right now. So just give him a second to vibe, and let's see what they come back with. Okay, based on the information provided in the files, secondary markets in the United States are mid-sized metros with strong fundamentals, but no less national attention. These markets are slightly higher. To find secondary markets with a high percentage of motivated sellers, absolutely, you may need to consider additional factors beyond the size and attention. Okay, so what we'll say is it's asking us for more. It wants us to get more specific. How about markets with a high concentration of B-class properties over 50 units? If you don't like the first answer, it doesn't give you what you want, you can just type in more. Okay, here we go. Let me see. It's not giving, hold on. Go to the knowledge base and find me 5 properties. See, I've asked it this question so many times, it just keeps giving me this thing. I really need to find me 5 markets. Oh, I said the wrong thing. And it give. All right, you know what? This is really ticking me off. I mean, how about, watch this. How about Let's say Cleveland. There we go. There we go. Based on the search results, here are some top secondary markets: Austin, Nashville, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Orlando. These markets have shown great growth and potential for multifamily investment opportunities. You may want to find further research to each market to determine which aligns best with your investment goals and criteria. So the thing is, if you don't like the first answer, you got to keep educating it. And the thing is that everyone is going to have to do this when they come online. Just let CharlieChat get to know you and what you like. So we can say, let's say, Nashville, spell it wrong, sounds good. Tell me more about that market as an investor in multifamily. Now, remember, when you're looking to invest in these types of properties, sometimes you bring in partners, sometimes you bring in other investors, and you really need to become an expert on that particular market. So you want to dig down deep in all of these properties. Look at here, it tells you about what the cap rate and asset values. You're looking at cap rates about 5%. Total asset values of 30 billion of multifamily property in Nashville. Suburban markets in Nashville, such as Williamson County, Wilson County, and Murfreesboro have. See, you start to learn everything about that market right from your desktop, and you can really become an expert without even getting outside to take a look at it. But let's start checking out Nashville. Let's go up here and type in Nashville, Tennessee. And here's one of the beautiful things about CharlieChat. What we've done is you can actually come in here, these advanced filters, and you can start doing a sort on any type of things you're looking for. If you're looking for in-state or out-of-state owners, absentee landlords, if you're looking for corporate-owned properties or properties owned by mom and pops, if you want to look for properties that have been owned for a long period of time by the same owner, you can scroll up here. You can bring this up to 10 years. And the guy's owned it for 10 years. He's tired. He's ready to move on. That's another thing that you can put in there. And it goes all the way down. You can look down here. We have, if you want to find assumable loans, if you want to find bank-owned properties, anything in pre-foreclosures, any auctions, tax lien properties, you just check the box, and we've already identified those types of properties. But what you can do is, if you're lazy and you don't really want to think about building out the parameters, all you have to do is come over here to Charlie's Picks, click there, and you can just choose, I want to see all the motivated sellers in Nashville. I want to see all the distressed assets in Nashville. Show me value add deals in Nashville. And you just check that button and it will find it for you. So what qualifies something as being a motivated seller? All you have to do is put your cursor right on it, and it will tell you how we determine it to be motivated. So in this particular case, we're saying motivated sellers are out-of-state owners who have owned for 10 plus years. They're more likely motivated to sell than other people. How about distressed assets? Prospects with legal financial distress, pre-foreclosures, tax liens, REOs. Let's stick with the motivated sellers. I'm going to click this button, and let's see what comes up in Nashville. Okay, here are all the properties that meet our criteria. Let's scroll through it. There are 141 properties. We show you the first 10 because we don't want to burn through all your credits on the first search. So right away, because I hit that number, I have 141 opportunities. I could open them all up. I could keep hitting load more. And I scroll on down, load more. And as you can see, my property counter is counting down. So I'm using up all of my property searches. But I'm going to show you that you can start building your own library of properties, and it's not going to cost you anything more once you've identified what market you're going after. So in this particular case, I've got all of these properties. This one's got an assessed value of 1.89 million. Now check it out. 1.89 million, multifamily, and it says there are 0 units. So right away we know that the assessor's office in Nashville tracks these things differently. But let's take a look at this particular property, and there are a couple of ways for us to do that. Watch this. I can click on that property, and a little card pops up. And this thing was built in 2014. It's got owned by the same owner for 13 years. It's an absentee landlord. It is in an area of minimal flood hazard. The last sale was back in 2012 and it sold for $380,000. Okay, that's kind of an interesting property. I'd like to find out more about it. So let's analyze it. I can check this box. And as you can see, oh, I checked all of them. I'm sorry. Let me go back and uncheck that. I can check this box right here and I can do an analysis on this one property. And if I wanted to do multiple analyses, I can just check more. And as you can see, CharlieChat does the analysis. So what is it? What is an analysis? Watch this. I'm just going to click the button, begin analysis. And it's going to start looking at this property based upon everything that I have taught it using my 15 to 20 years of what Duncan has told me to do and record all of my training. So here it is. Property type, building square footage, 1,128. Okay, so they're probably looking at one particular unit. So these are the types of things that every assessor's office is going to be slightly different. It's owned by Hallmark Station. This property is 397 Clarksville Pike, presents an intriguing opportunity due to the discrepancy between the estimated market value and the last sales price, with an estimated market value almost 5 times the last sales price. So there could be untapped potential or overlooked factors that the current owner may not be aware of. The property is located in a flood zone and may impact its market value. Here's the strategy, and this is all coming from CharlieChat. My years of training has been captured and uploaded into this chatbot, and it's me looking at these deals. I would approach this property with caution, but curiosity. Given the high estimated market value compared to the last sales price, I would conduct thorough due diligence to uncover any hidden issues or value-adding opportunities. I would offer a price that reflects the property's current condition and potential for improvement. What's the verdict? Let's monitor this property. Not quite there yet, but worth keeping an eye on. I would monitor this property closely to see how the market dynamics and potential risks play out. Further investigation into the property's condition, flood zone, and market comparables are essential. Okay, this one I want to keep monitoring because I like Nashville and I'm going to buy in Nashville and I want to know every market, every property in Nashville. So what am I going to do? I'm going to come back over here to this property and I'm going to click the heart button. I just favorited this property. So what does that mean? Let me show you. I can come over here to the My Properties, click on this, and you see I've already got some in here. Let's just search on the Nashville property. There it is. There's that property. Now what I can do here, or let me show you something else I can do. Let me jump on back over here to the Nashville. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to favorite all of them. And then I'm going to come back over here to My Properties, and I'm going to type in Nashville. And as you can see, every property in Nashville that I just favorited on the other screen is now in my library. I now own those properties. I analyze those properties at any time. So here's what I'm going to do next. Let's take a look. One of the things, obviously, is, and this is something you want to learn, is if you sit around and wait for the brokers to show you what's going on and wait for you to send over a property, I'm just going to put this, stop this person's video. They're giving me vertigo. If what you can do here is, if you wait for brokers to send you deals, you will never get ahead in this business. For many of you folks doing single family properties, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You go out there and you find the deals before anybody else does. That's what makes you a success. There is no difference in the multifamily side. You have to be able to go out there and find those deals before the brokers do, because the brokers don't work for you and they're going to be sending those properties out to 100 other people, and you're going to have to sit there and hope that your offer rises to the top. And I'm saying this system puts you way ahead of the brokers and allows you to get out there and start finding deals faster than anybody else. So what we do in this case is we've just favorited 20 Nashville properties. We like these properties. I want to find out who the owners are. All you have to do is come up here and click skip trace and sit back. and let CharlieChat do the skip tracing for you on this. And as it finds the owners, it puts the card in a blue circle. So you now know that you have the owner information on these people. I'm going to let it finish. It's got 2 more to go. Done. These are all the Nashville properties that I have the owner information on. I can click on this one. This one was last sold 2007. It's been owned for 17 years. Out-of-state owner. There's the owner, Richard Jakubowski. He's 74 years old. There's his cell phone number. There's his email address. Holy cow. We got to get a hold of this guy. I want to speak to this guy today. I can pick up the phone and call him. I want to shoot him an email today. I can do it. You don't know what to say in the email? You know what you do? You go back to CharlieChat where it says, ask me anything. Ask CharlieChat to draft you an email to a owner of a property in Nashville that's owned the property for 17 years and they're out of network. Hit enter. CharlieChat will write the email for you. All right. But listen, you don't want to do that? Watch this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select them all. I'm going to come over here to generate documents and I'm going to click marketing letter. Watch what happens. Watch the top right of my screen. It has just downloaded all of these marketing letters to every one of these owners. I have just created 30 marketing letters to 30 owners in Nashville. How long? I mean, Duncan and I have been doing this for 15, 20 years. We could never have done that. Let me show you what the letter looks like. Let me blow it up here. I know you can't see my screen. I'm just going to fix everything so you can see it. I'm going to come back over here to stop the share, start the share. Now look at this, folks. Remember I told you to build out your account and I told you to put your logo in the account and I told you to put all your information? It's because when you go to print the marketing letters, it captures all that data. Look at all this. I don't want my name up there, so I'm just going to delete this. But here's what we're going to send to this particular property owner. This one, we didn't have his first name, so it just spits off, Dear Property Owner. I hope this note finds you well. I'm reaching out to express sincere interest in your property located on Brick Church Pike in Nashville, Tennessee. I focus on acquiring multifamily properties in Tennessee, and this building stood out to it due to its location, character, and strength of local market. Whether or not you've ever considered selling, I understand that owning and managing multifamily assets can be demanding, especially in today's environment. Rising operating costs, shifting tenant expectations, and market volatility have prompted many property owners to explore their options. I'm not a broker, and this isn't a listing solicitation. I'm a direct buyer looking to engage in a straightforward, respectful conversation about a potential off-market purchase. My goal is to understand your situation and see if there's a way to align my interest with your goals on your timeline. In past acquisitions, we've structured deals with flexible terms, including delayed closings, continued property management, partial seller financing, and even 1031 exchange participation for owners looking to defer capital gains taxes. Depending upon your goals, there may be creative options available that help maximize value while minimizing tax exposure. If you'd simply like to know what your property might be worth in today's market, I'd be happy to offer an informal valuation. No pressure, no obligation. You can reach me directly at this number or email. Even if now isn't the right time, I'd welcome the opportunity to stay in touch. Wishing you all the best and appreciation for your time. How nice of an email is that? How easy is that? And how easy was it for us to send that off to him? And you know what, folks? You don't like that? Let me see. You don't like my letter? Well, you know who generated that letter? CharlieChat generated that letter. And if you don't like that letter and you want to do something different, go ahead and ask CharlieChat to create a new letter for you. And look at, you can download a CSV file of all this information and you can do the mail merge yourself. It's all right here. I'm going to get back to these other notes here, so just stay tuned. Now, you can also put notes. Listen, sent owner marketing letter, follow up on 9/1. You can save notes about the properties. Now check this out. You want to see these properties on a map? First off, note the gray circle that it's in. Those circles represent MSAs. And what it tells you here is that in this particular MSA, the average rents are between $1,400 and $1,800. So you don't have to go digging. I mean, if you're learning about this market, you want to know what things are trading for. You have the average rents in these particular markets. All right. So let me get back over here. Watch what happens. I'm going to choose, let's see, this property right here. 2216 Crestline. Let's take a look at it. Click on this. There it is. Let's see what this is. It looks like a bunch of single family, duplexes all on one street. All right, this isn't really what I'm looking for. I don't like this property. So let's go back. Jump on back here. We can search back for other properties. I can go back even further. Let me jump over here. I can click on any one of these. If I click on it, look what comes up. The assessed value, the market rents, it tells you what the market rents are right on the card. This one you can check the Google map. So what I'm going to do, and also another really cool feature is you can check on the matrix. And this is where we start to evaluate the deals. We've taken all your properties in Nashville and we've analyzed them all for you. And we've put them into 4 categories: the sleepers, the gold mines, the cautionary ones, and the fixers. Now, if we get rid of the big, hold on. If we get rid of the big ones, I just do a right mouse click. Then it starts to change I see they're all kind of in there. Let's take a look at this one, the gold mine. 2 units, built in 1900. Holy cow. What's with this one? Assumable, no. Owned by this guy for 20 years. So we would probably do a deeper dive in this particular property, but we know what street it's on, so we can go ahead and look it up. Strauss. Watch how we look it up. We come over here. We type into here, Strauss. There it is. Let's take a look at this one. Why is this one so much better? 20 years. Here's the owner. He's 72 years old, Nashville Acquisition LLC. We can go ahead and send him a letter. That's how easy it is. Or what we can do is we can do I got to choose. I got to select this one. Hold on. Let me go do another search on Strauss. And I'm going to select this one. And then I'm going to do a pricing analysis, and it takes me over to this page right here. You can click up here and go right to it. So now I've got this particular property. I'm not going to do it right now, but you put in all the parameters about this particular property, the down payment, how much of the interest rate. If you don't know what to put in, just put your cursor over it and I'll tell you what you need to do. And you go through it, you fill in the blanks. This one would put in 2 units, the average rent, what the operating expenses should be, all the information. Like if you're going to get my training course with CharlieChat, and one of my students, he just made his second deal, and I said, "How are things going?" I just closed my second deal the other day, and he said, "I'm halfway through your training." I'm like, "Oh, great!" I mean, that gives you an idea of the level of quality of training. But everything you need to know is part of this program. But over here, I'm not going to put in the numbers, but it will change everything. You can look on one screen and know right away whether you got a deal or not. And if you don't know if you have a deal, I'll just, you can just check it out here. Put the cursor on. I'll tell you whether it is. Or based upon the numbers that you put in, I will put a letter grade on your deal. And I'll tell you whether you got a good deal or not. And if you want me to explain it in an analysis, you click on this. It pulls up all this information about the property, key performance drivers, strongest areas, and you can click on this 10-year cash flow report. I'm going to open this up just so you can all see it. Hey, Kelly, can you see this 10-year report right now? You can. Okay, great. So this is every property. You can put this in here and it'll tell you what type of a deal you have. You can share this with your investors. If the brokers want to see it, you can share it with them. That's how this thing just continues to do everything you need it to do. All right, let me jump on back here. Close this. One of the really coolest features of this, because we want you to stay in this program the whole entire way so that you don't need to go outside looking for any other information. You need to know what cap rates are in your market. Ask me anything. You want to know what the rents are in this particular marketplace? Ask me anything. It will go out there and tell you what this property should be getting in rents. You can do the entire analysis right here without even leaving it. And here's a beautiful feature about it. Remember, this is a particular property, Strauss Street. We went and asked it to do the analysis. Okay, but what happens if I leave the system, if I leave the program, am I going to lose all of my analysis? And the answer is no. We know how you feel. You just come over here and click save. You type in Strauss, Nashville, or whatever you want, and you click OK, and it's saved on your system. It's not saved on our system. You own the data. So when you come back to CharlieChat and you're like, hey, I wonder what happened to that property, you just come right over here to the property analyzer, go ahead and load it right in under the load scenario. Everything you need is right here in the program. It is absolutely the most amazing thing we've ever done, and it's going to be working with you. Remember, I said every multifamily property you can send out a direct mail piece to every single property. If you use REI print mail to do your direct mail, you can download the CSV file and send it to them. You can track everything. If you don't know, you're like, well, what happens? If we go ahead and let's analyze them all. Watch what happens when I analyze them all. I click begin analysis and watch what happens. Let me see if I hit continue. Oh yeah, it's now I was channeling, now I'm philosophizing. And because it's got so much data that it's looking at right now, it might take a little bit of time. And as you go through it, let me see. So it's thinking. So it's analyzing every one of these properties and coming up with a report on every single one of them. That is how it works. Folks, I never had anything like this. I'll tell you, when I first got started in this business, we would receive 100-page offering memorandums from the brokers, and we would go through them, and then we would pull out a pen and an Excel spreadsheet and put it all together, and then we would try to make offers. 2 offers a week was amazing. Here, you can do offers in no time flat. Let me show you. One of the coolest features is we come back. Let's go back to the My Properties. Okay. And we say, okay, I like this Shaker property. I'm going to select it. I'm going to come up here to generate documents. I'm going to draft a letter of intent for the Shaker Hill property. I click on it right here. And now it takes me to my letter of intent page. I have already drafted for you 5 letters of intent, depending upon what goes on with that particular deal. You can do a short form letter of intent, which is just a 1-page document. You can do a longer, more intense long form LOI, letter of intent. If you want to offer a deal where it's a master lease option, you can use our master lease option letter of intent. If it's an assumption, I have drafted a special letter of intent just for assumption deals so that you can see you are protecting yourself with the owner because of all the crap that goes on in assumption deals. I make sure you are protected. And then if you want seller financing deals, you can go ahead and use the LOI for seller financing. You're not quite sure how the seller financing should work? Okay, well, a couple different ways you can solve it. You can go on CharlieChat and ask it anything. You can ask CharlieChat, how would I structure a seller finance deal on Strauss Street in Nashville? And it will come up with ideas for you. And then you come over here to the letter of intent, you plug in those ideas, and you've just drafted a seller finance letter of intent. If, all these different types of things. Another thing is you don't know how to do it. You didn't like the answer CharlieChat gave you. Come on the Monday night call, 7 to 8 p.m. You get to talk to me. You say, Charlie, I was working on this particular property. I had trouble with the seller financing. Can you take a look at it and tell me what you think? Are you in CharlieChat Pro? Oh yeah, yeah, I'll help you out. Get on 7 to 8 p.m. I'll take care of you. In this particular case, let's do a long form LOI. Now, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say the owner's first name is Bob. Every owner's first name is Bob, and I say it that way. All we know is this guy is the owner's city is in Kingston. In this particular case, we got a weird answer from our and the zip code is 18704. I'm finding all of that right here because it had one field. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff. 230. So we know the owner is in 230. Remember, I clicked on that one property card. I already did a skip trace on it, so I have all the guy's name and information. STL Development. That's actually the name of his company. So we'll just come in here and say Bob St. Louis. All right, there's all the information. Now the purchase price, we're going to offer him $4 million. We're going to put $40,000 down as an inspection. We'll do 30 days inspection, 45 days financing, and we're going to do 60-day close. And I hit generate LOI, and there it is. And let me stop the share and start the share. And let me go over here, share. Where's my LOI? Right here. I'm just going to blow it up for you. There it is, folks. We just drafted a letter of intent in 2 seconds. That's how long it took. Bob in St. Louis. Letter of intent. There's the address for this property. Dear Bob, all editable, all Word documents. You can go ahead and there it is, $4 million. Earnest money, $40,000. Inspection period, 30 days. Financing, 45. Closing, 60. It's all drafted by me. There's my name there because I put it on the profile. You'll put your name there. Automatically do it for you. Here's my due diligence list. It's already done for you. How long will this take me? It's 8 o'clock right now, and Kelly and Sarah talked for 15 minutes first. I've spent 45 minutes. I've analyzed 30 properties in Nashville. I've put the numbers in. I've asked it CharlieChat a bunch of questions, and I spit out a letter of intent. And now I've also drafted 30 marketing letters to go to all of these owners. And it's only 45 minutes into the deal. And when you get lazy, we got your back. So as I mentioned beforehand, you're going to tell us what markets you're looking for. You're going to tell us what property types you're looking for. And every time, once a week, when you turn on CharlieChat, we're going to push properties out to you. Said, hey, you might want to check out these properties. They meet your criteria. Take a look at them. Let CharlieChat analyze them. Send out an offer. Send out a marketing letter to the owners. That's how it all works. Now, let me just jump back over that. I want to make sure that I touched on everything, which I think I have. All right, let me see. Yeah, I'm not going to save his information. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now, okay, folks, I told you, everybody here should be signing up for this tonight, and I'll show you how to do it. What you want to do, and I'm going to stop my share. I'm going to jump on over to my PowerPoint because that's where it is housed. Where am I going? Where's my Zoom? Share my screen. Go to that, share, blow it on up. Blow it on up. Okay, Kelly, do you see this where it says congratulations? Okay, cool. All right, so here's how you're going to do it. You're all going to play in CharlieChat tonight, today, for the next 7 days for free. All right, here's how it works. I want you to go on up here to the sign in button up in the top right. Go ahead and test that out. Let me just make sure because I see chat questions coming in. Let me see. Okay, yeah, Molly just put the link in the chat box. So that's the link you're going to go to. Now here's what you're going to do. Everybody capture that link so you can get that 7 days free. You're going to click on it, sign on in. It's going to take you to this page where it says congratulations. You're going to put your email address in there and click sign up now. Then what happens is you're going to get this particular thing. It's going to ask for your credit card information. We do not charge your credit card until you let us. And the way you're going to let us is either you're going to burn through those 250 free property cards that we let you have early on. You can do that in a day, believe me. And then you're going to have to sign up for the CharlieChat Pro or the CharlieChat, whichever one's right for you. Or after 7 days, you're not going to be able to get access, and it's going to come up and it's going to say, "Hey, do you want CharlieChat access?" You gotta click yes, and then we're going to charge the card that we have on file for you. So go ahead, put your credit card in here now. We're not charging it. All right. Then you're going to get a notification that your email we sent a code to your email. Go to your email. You're going to get an email just like this one. Thanks for signing up to CharlieChat. Go ahead and click that link, and it's going to open you up right here. And look down the bottom right. It's got 250 credits. So you are going to be able to play with this for 7 days or 250 properties, whichever you want. Now, let me explain to you, and this is something I didn't do, I'm going to do right now, and I apologize for this, just so you understand the difference between the two. Stop the share. This is one thing I cannot stand about Zoom.
Hey, Charlie, I see affiliate link rather than the Boston link. Is that going to make a difference there?
No, that's yours. That's yours. So this is
Right.
is the Boston. Molly set it up. So this is how we know that the people who are on this call right now are going to get this deal. You have to use that link. All right. So
I
that's
see.
the
So
Boston.
you actually did a better deal for Boston because before we spoke, you were just going to charge people. So now they got
Yep.
7 days for free.
Yep.
So if you're on this call, you get to play free for a week. So thank you, Charlie, for that.
That's because I love you, Duncan. I actually
Yeah,
love
yeah,
Kelly.
yeah.
I actually love Kelly. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay, so check this out. What you're going to do is, if you come up to the pricing, here's the three options. So what every person that's signing up tonight is going to get the CharlieChat Pro. The CharlieChat Pro is the program, and I'm going to click on over to monthly just so you can see. You can get up to a 20% discount if you do it biannually, but if you want to do it monthly, this is what it's going to cost. CharlieChat is the basic, but it doesn't give you the things that you're going to need to really analyze it. It's limited to unlimited CharlieChat searches. You're going to get full access to my knowledge base, which is Ask Me Anything. You're going to get the deal tactics where we tell you, like, here are the motivated sellers, here are the value adds, and it's going to help you with different closing strategies. It's really a entry level program. The CharlieChat Pro is really the product that you want. The CharlieChat Pro has access to my masterclass training program. That's kind of like a self-paced training of all of my best courses for the last 15 years. It's going to give you the AI analysis of broker documents and offering memorandums. And that's one thing I forgot to share with you. If you look at that, here, let me jump right back on over here. Check this out. Oh, is it going to go? Yep. Let me go right back here. Check this out. Let me stop it. Right here is this add attachment button. Let's say a broker sends you an offering memorandum and you're like, oh no, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to analyze it. Click this button right here and it allows you to upload that whole entire document to CharlieChat, and we do the analysis for you automatically. You just click here, you find the document. Let me just show you what I mean. If I type in OM, no, here, Sumner Place. It takes that document and it uploads it, and you will have an analysis of that offering memorandum better than any broker could do for you. Okay, so now it's currently analyzing. I'm going to jump back over here and go back to the pricing. So that's one of the benefits to CharlieChat. You get that extra feature that doesn't show up on the CharlieChat Pro. It doesn't show up on the regular CharlieChat. You get the best practice marketing tools, those letters, and those 5 letters of intent. You don't get that on the CharlieChat. Weekly group coaching, where you can talk to me for an hour a week, asking me anything about multifamily. You'll meet all my other CharlieChat Pro members. It's all a big Zoom call. It's really cool. And we're going to give you 250 national property matches every single month. So when you sign up for CharlieChat and you think you're running low, every month we're going to re-engage you with another 250. Now, the thing about it is you can always buy more. Just go down to the credit button, click on it, a plus button will pop up and you can buy more. You can buy, I don't want to tell you what the price is because I don't remember what it is. It's you can go, once you get online, you just go check that button. You can see exactly if you needed to buy more. And that's another reason why we keep your credit card on file. So you can just keep buying them. And we just charge you $10 or something for 100. I just threw that out there. I don't know if that's right. You got to go check that out and make sure that's true. You just click the get access. Go ahead and do what we told you to do, and you can have instant access tonight. And then also my cohort program, that's my training program where you get direct access to me, where I look over your shoulder. That's my coaching program where you can pick up the phone and call me. You can send me text messages. This is if, some of these people charge $25,000 for coaching programs. That's not what my cohort program is. If you're interested in working with me directly, go ahead and click the apply now button and you can talk to my advisor and she'll see if you're ready for me or not. How's that? Yeah. All right. So that is really it. That is the program. Folks, there's no reason why you shouldn't be signing up right now for CharlieChat Pro. It is truly an amazing, amazing product. I can't believe that it's mine. That I have the right people on my team who understand how I teach and what I do and how I train people. And they said, geez, we should really take all of your years of training. We can upload it into a chat bot. And then anytime a person asks you a question, it will answer the question as if it was you really answering it. And listen, when I started typing in the questions and seeing the answers coming out, and it was me talking. One of my students said, "Can I call you Chuck?" Okay, now if you know me and you've been working with me for years, that's something that I have said in years past. No, you can't call me Chuck because blah, 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 blah. They typed it into CharlieChat and my voice came out in the answer. It was absolutely amazing. So when you ask this CharlieChat questions about multifamily, you're getting my answer first after it's taken 15 years of training, all uploaded. And it's like me talking to you and giving you access to my knowledge base right there. It's absolutely unbelievable. It makes Duncan look like a guy who just learned how to write basic language, and here I am teaching and showing you my AI wares. So
Charlie, let me interrupt you there for a second
yeah,
because this is the first time I'm seeing this, but I've worked with you before in how you run deals, and we recently did look at a deal that we thought was a deal with you, and one of the things I liked was the LOI,
yeah.
and can you maybe talk or show about that? How these people aren't going to get all screwed up with an LOI and how they're not going to have to worry about putting, a whack down first or losing their deposits because
Oh,
of some of the terms you have just in the LOI. I thought that was a great feature.
sure. Let me show you. No, that's in my marketing. Let me see if I can find the LOI that I just did. Here it is. All right. So one of the things that we do here is and this has taken me years to cultivate. One of the things we do is we tell the owner that we're not going to put the money down. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, let me just go. Let me see if I can find exactly what we mean. Okay, so okay, check this out. One of the ways that we really protect our clients to make sure that their money doesn't go at risk. You might hear some of these gurus out there teaching about multifamily. You have the first 30 days or during the inspection period. It's like your free get out of jail card, and you put your earnest money down. If you don't like the deal, for any reason, you can get out of it. Okay, that's true. And then they say, well, you have a financing contingency. And then, if after the inspection period, you go into the financing contingency, then, you can still get out of the deal and get all your money back if you don't get the financing. Okay, not so much. As an attorney, I have to advise you of all the risks that could happen. During the inspection period, yeah, you've got a 30-day window, if that's what you asked for, to go out there and inspect the tires. If you go beyond that 30 days into like a financing contingency period, well, then your money becomes conditionally hard, meaning like you still have to perform in a good faith effort to try to get financing. It isn't just, oh, I'm just going to decide, and this is really an extension on the inspection period. And that's where people get caught up. That's where they get into trouble. So we draft the letters of intent in such a way that we protect you in those types of situations. So let me give you, and this is just what Duncan's really asking is for a full analysis of, and he didn't even get to see this, full analysis of the purchase and sale agreement, where I've got about 5 different get out of free jail cards built into my client's contract. But here, watch this. Now, what I found the hard way when I first got started in this business is I asked for a 30-day inspection period and I signed the contract. And within 3 days, I had to put up the earnest money. And then I put up the earnest money. And I remember I've got a whole list back here of all the things I want: tax records, copies of licenses and permits, as built, all of these things that I asked for here. All right. So I put up my money. I take it out of my bank account. I put it into the title agent or the escrow agent's bank account. And I sit back and I wait. And I wait. And the seller drags his feet, getting me all of that data that I'm looking for. And that 30 days becomes 20, becomes 15, becomes 10. And all of a sudden, I don't have enough time to decide because this guy's been in control of the deal once I put my money up. Folks, if you're a student of mine, you know my mantras. And one of my mantras is always remain in control of the deal. So how do we remain in the control of the deal with this letter of intent so that this guy can, if he drags his feet, that's his problem, not mine. And the way we do it is we say that the earnest money will be deposited within 3 days after the effective date. Now you're all looking at me like, okay, yeah, so what? Well, what is the effective date? It all pivots around how we define effective date. Let's scroll down. Take a look at this. The effective date of the agreement shall be the date on which the purchaser has received from the seller all of the documents listed in Schedule 1 of this letter. So he can sit around all he wants and I don't have to write a check. And if he doesn't get it to you, we haven't had an effective date yet. And this is, let me tell you something, folks, this allows you to remain in control of the deal. And this is where you want to be. You'll get brokers screaming at you like, why haven't you funded the EMD yet? Well, is the guy giving out all the documents? I'm still waiting for these 7 documents. Okay, we'll get it. We'll get it. You will be amazed. You've never seen a broker move faster than when he finds out that he's not in control and he has to get that information. He will get all of that to you. And here's another problem. It's almost like a little red flag. And I'm going to give you a little trick here. Look at all of these documents that we ask for. When I get an accepted letter of intent back from a seller and not one item has been crossed off this list, I know I'm going to have a problem. I know the seller hasn't even read this because I can tell you right now, there is no seller. There's only, in all of my years, there is only one seller that has ever given me copies of as-built engineering and architectural plans for his property. In thousands of properties, only one. So if this guy accepts the offer and has not drafted, has not crossed this out, I know I'm going to have a problem. Because what we do, and as I work for you, what we do when we put together the purchase and sale agreement is we copy this entire section here and we paste it into the purchase and sale agreement. And if the guy can't perform that because he didn't cross anything out, he doesn't watch the details and he might be a problem seller. And I'll tell you folks, I've done this so many times. That's exactly the way it goes. So Duncan, I don't know if was that the explanation you were looking for?
Yeah, that was it, because I really wanted people to see that, again, you've made it incredibly easy to make offers, but at the same time, those offers you're protected in. So that was my point of having you show that.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's how we do it. We have to do it that way. So, yep. But folks, listen, I'm passionate about multifamily investing. I love it. It's so much fun to me. I love helping my students, my clients. And if you're looking to get in this business, especially if you're out there doing single family homes, all you have to do is put 2 to 6 units. Go in there, look in Boston, 2 to 6 units. Every single one in the whole entire state will pop up on CharlieChat, and you can start going after them. You can sort them by motivated sellers, by value add, and it's all right there at your fingertips. It's beautiful. So that's it, Duncan.
Oh, let me ask you before we get you on that. Actually, two things is can you give us your overview of a countrywide multifamily market right now, and why now is the best time?
Okay. Oh yeah. Listen, there's always deals out there. And that's the thing. I don't care what's going on in the market. When people are running out, that's when the best investors are running in. And that's not really the case here. It's still a very, very strong multifamily market. One of the reasons is because we just don't have enough stock. We don't have enough apartments out there for the housing. I mean, here at my hometown of Nashua, New Hampshire, they just did a study. We need 9,000 new units just to keep up with what's going on. And they're building them. And ADUs, you heard that person looking to build ADUs. That's their solution because that's the best they can do. But we got to build up much bigger and more because the demand is so strong, which makes the barrier to entry in this business higher, which means you've got to have tools to find deals faster. Because if you're just out there looking where everybody else is looking, you're never going to get in this business. You've got to get out there and find those deals before everybody else. Get in there, find a value add proposition, and that's the best way to get started in this business. And I wrote the book. Do I still have my? Yeah, here it is. I wrote my book, How to Own 1,000 Apartments in 5 Years. All right. I tell you to start in the first year with 20 units. That's all. You don't have to go big or go home. I hate it when I hear those gurus say that. You can start small, and in 5 years, you will own 1,000 apartments. I have many students that have done it already. I know it to be a fact, so don't tell me it doesn't work. I can introduce you to my students. They'd be more than happy to talk to you. So, and that's the thing is, when you become part of my group, you meet all of my students. That's how it works. I want all of
that's not there, Charlie. Barry has a question, Barry Rabinowitz. So he's unmuted now for you to ask.
Yeah, I just want to put up the pricing chart again.
Pricing chart. Can you put up the pricing chart, Kelly?
Chart.
I do want to say there is an upgraded version to the Pro, which I would personally recommend, just because, believe it or not, every day and every morning, Charlie has a call with his students.
Yeah.
So that's every day.
Yep.
So I don't know anybody in the guru industry that does that.
It's a morning huddle, and the thing is, I just invite my students to come get a kick in the pants every morning. And
did you say cuddle or huddle?
I'll cuddle with you, Duncan. I'll cuddle with you. Hold on. Where's my Let me find it. Where is, there it is. Okay, hold on. I'll put the pricing chart back up there for Barry. Let me see. Gosh, I can't. There it is. Okay. Here we go, Barry. Just
You
for
can
you.
call it a cuddle huddle.
The cuddle
Huddle.
huddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody, I just open it up to my students because it's the greatest group of people. I love my students. They're the best people. So there it is. So there it is annually, Barry, and there it is monthly. And if you go to that link, you'll see this. And this is where you click the Get Access button to go ahead and put in your information. So make sure you click the link on Molly. Molly put it in the chat box, but that's where you're going to get access to Duncan's deal. So yeah.
And I do want to say, as that you actually have taken a look. Actually, I think you've taken a look at mine and some other student you're talking about their deals that they're getting sent through from brokers and telling them, hey, they're rubbish. You got to run it as a business. What is this guy? Yeah, this is full, poop sort of thing. True, right?
Yeah. I mean, when you get over here, you can quickly take the numbers that the brokers give you, plug it on in here to the property analyzer. It's very simple. You put in all the basic numbers here. There are the expenses, there's the income, and we'll do the analysis for you. We'll tell you whether it's an A plus, whether it's a D. We'll tell you what the expense ratio is, what the cash on internal rate of return, what the cash on cash return is, what the cap rate is you're buying it. And then, so this is how you can walk through it and make sure that you're buying it correctly. Once you put in all those numbers, you're not sure, just click the Charlie's analysis or look at the investment grade. It'll tell you. And then you can start fooling around with the numbers and figure out, you know what, this one doesn't work at 7 million. I'm going to have to change the deal. It's going to have to be, watch this. If I put in 15 million, now it becomes a B plus. If I put in 30 million, now it's a C plus. So it does the analysis for you and helps you out right away by letting you know, is this a deal or is this not a deal?
Cool.
And
That's cool.
isn't that neat?
Yeah.
They clear it on out and it just does it all for you.
All right,
Very
so let's just go to our chat and see. Does anybody else have some questions for Charlie? You can unmute or you can type it in the chat. Now would be the time.
Oh, this one came up. Yeah, Haley wanted to know who's better looking, you or Duncan. I think that's kind of obvious. That's me.
Yeah,
I think we
that's
knew
you.
that.
You
Yeah.
can grow a full beard now.
Yeah. I thought I saw you with one at one point.
All right. Well, I think the AI is fantastic. The speed at which you can put out offers, because I certainly remember in the good old days of um, people, gurus in the multifamily field, they were struggling to get people to make one offer a month, because it was taking so long to analyze stuff, get information in and that. And, you could get there, but it was, you were hustling. And here, this definitely, I mean, we looked at 36 deals basically in the course of 45 minutes.
Yep.
So, I don't know how much better you can make it.
I mean, we looked at the deals, we found the properties based upon different parameters, we found the owners, we sent them marketing letters, we can go in there and do the analysis, we can draft a letter of intent, and you do that once a day.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that before you go to work every morning, draft an offer for a multifamily property. That more activity is how you're going to get ahead in this business. If you're not making offers, this is another one of my mantras. If you're not making offers, this is nothing more than a very expensive hobby. So get out there and make offers, because if you're not making offers, nobody knows you're out here.
Right.
I
So,
mean-
Charlie, let me ask a question. I'm going to put you on the spot for this one because I swear there is guys on TikTok right now that are literally talking smack about how they're putting these creative offers together. And I listen to them. I say, what the hell? What investor would take that deal? And, they're trying to teach this stuff. So how realistic do you think sellers would be to the offers that are being created by AI? You know, how many of these offers we have to make before you realistically think somebody's going to bite on the hook?
Oh, okay. So nothing has changed. AI has not changed the perception of the sellers as to whether they accept or not. So if you make a crazy offer with AI or without AI, it's going to be a crazy offer. And the seller is going to look at it and it's like, this is ridiculous. Why would I buy this? So it's really becomes a numbers game. And if you're looking to get out, if you know, the thing is, we gotta make offers that work for us.
Yeah.
And if the guy's got a problem property, he knows he's got a problem property. And he's looking for somebody who's going to come along with an idea or a strategy that's going to get him out of that property and that works for all parties, including the buyer. So you see some of these, we looked at one the other day. It was a good property. And this is one of my students. It was his property, and he had it on the market, so people were bringing him deals or offers. And we were going through the offers that he was getting, and some of them were just crazy. It just didn't make any sense whatsoever. But what we did is we took some of the numbers and we plugged them into the analyzer, the CharlieChat analyzer, and we were able to see, okay, this offer is not so bad. Maybe if we countered it with this, everybody could win with this particular offer. So it's a two-way street with these offers. You can't go in there with stupidest offer I ever heard: 300 unit property, zero money down, $500 earnest money deposit. Folks, stay home. Just stay home. Nobody's going to give up their property for those types of terms. But you've got to learn, and this is something we do on our Monday night calls. We talk about how to craft offers that make sense to everybody, because you got to make the offer that works for you, but at the same time, it's got to be one that works for the seller as well. And you just have to get creative a lot of times. And the seller financing component is one that can work, but you have to draft the seller financing option in such a way that it's going to get accepted by the seller and it's going to get accepted by the bank, because many banks don't allow seller financing. So how do we get away with that then? You have to write the offer in such a way that the seller's bank or your bank is going to accept it. And that's how we do it. We say, perfect example, the way we would draft the letter of intent is we say the seller will provide 5% seller financing in a form that is satisfactory to the buyer's lender. And they say, well, what does that mean? Well, we don't know. Because first off, we haven't figured out who the buyer's lender is going to be, but we have to write it in such a way that you're going to say yes and the bank is going to say yes. Because I found out the hard way, Duncan. I had a property, seller said yes to 5% financing. Everything was going great. I had raised all the money I needed, and 60 days before the close, when my money is hard, the bank says, you're approved. But what's this seller financing thing? Like, what do you mean? What's this seller finance? You've had the purchase and sale contract for months now. Just now you're questioning about it? Yeah, we don't allow seller financing. And remember my mantra: always remain in control of the deal. At that moment, I lost control of the deal, because now I had to go back to the seller and say, hey, remember that seller financing? The second mortgage that I asked and you said yes, we might need to change that a little bit. Fortunately, he was in a tough bind and he conceded and said, okay, whatever we need to do, let's make it happen. But he could have told me to go pound sand, and I would have had to find that extra 5%, or he would have been able to keep my earnest money. Fortunately, it didn't work out that way, but I swore to myself I'll never put myself in that position again. So now I write the letters of intent, no matter what they are, in such a way that I and my students always remain in control of the deal. So that's how we do it. It's really, you get creative. You're trying to solve a problem, and the offer is a problem. The seller has a problem. Every seller has a problem. It's your job as the buyer to figure out what the seller's problem is and solve it. That's it.
Charlie, my last question before we close off. I don't see any more coming in on questions, but you've offered 5 different types of letters to contact the seller. Do you have a suggested order in which way to send out that initial letter? Like
Well,
off seller finance or master
yeah,
lease or what have you?
the only real two, see, three of them are specific to the situation. One of them is an assumption. And I've crafted a letter of intent for an assumption. If you're looking to buy a property and assume the existing mortgage, you use that one. If you're looking at a property where you're going to have some form of seller financing, you use that one. If you're looking at a property that really it's never going to get financed in its current condition, but you want to get control of it, you use the master lease option. And then it boils down to a long form and a short form LOI. So when do you use one versus the other? And the short form LOI is 1 page. It puts out the basic parameters. It just gets a number out there in front of the seller, and it tells you whether the seller's interested. Now, the reason why we use the short form is you don't have the earnest money yet put together and you need a little bit more time and you're not ready to kind of close on this one and you're just trying to get offers out the door. Use the short form. And the reason why is because it gets you more time on the back end when you're drafting the purchase and sale contract. The short form letter of intent has about 5 parameters in it. That means that when it comes time to negotiate the purchase and sale, it's going to take a lot longer because you have a lot more to negotiate. The long form letter of intent essentially takes all of those things that you negotiate in a purchase and sale and it puts it in the letter of intent up front. So when you're looking to close a deal quickly, when you've got a smoking hot deal you don't want anybody else to get their hands on, go with the long form LOI. You'll have the contracting process will go so much faster. So those are the two reasons. They're very strategic. The reasons why you have a short form and why you have a long form. Yeah.
That's great, Charlie. Thank you very much. I don't
Sure.
see any other questions coming in, so I do want to thank you for the time you put into it's my first time I saw this. We talked about it in great detail, but you made me wait until the presentation tonight. Thank you. Absolutely mind blown. So yeah, I guess I'll be telling all my friends about this now too. No,
Cool.
good job. Well done. Definitely being the leader out there now because there's nothing out there that's like this. So there's
Yeah.
no reason people can't make offers super quick.
And we are constantly we listen to our students. So that blue little button, if you
Mhm.
want something, you see us, you think we would benefit from an idea of yours, just click the blue button, let us know. You'll be
Yeah.
amazed at how this product has already evolved from its initial rollout. It is slick, very
Yeah.
slick.
And the other thing I like besides the software, you get the support
Yeah.
and the group meeting on what's a Monday or something like that.
Monday Night Live, 7 to 8.
Not live. Okay. And yeah, so the
Cool.
link is in the chat for all you that hung on there. You get a week to play with it for free. Great offer from Charlie. And again, thank you for your time. I'm going to cut it off now. So it was good seeing you again. And
Thanks, you
I
too.
love Charlie. Did a great job tonight.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Sarah. It's good to see you all. Thanks, Bear, for the questions. And I'll
Mhm.
see you folks Monday night, 7 p.m. You all should be there.
All
I'll
righty,
see you.
guys.
See you
Take
guys.
care.
Cool technology.